Hey, it's Blake here. We've got 19 orders going out. It's about $270 in sales. We had some other sales from this day go out yesterday, the buyers. It was race car stuff, and I guess Daytona Speed Week's coming up, and they said, hey, can I get it early? And I said, yeah, I got a half hour extra today. Why not? We're going to go over these items, talk about what I paid for them all, how long they've been for sale, how I'll ship them, and we're just going to do the whole what sold classic style video. So here it is, all in front of me. A few DVDs. This was $10. Some cassettes for $7 a piece. I haven't sold cassettes in forever, but because I've been doing a lot more tinkering with listings, these two sold after being sitting for sale since, I don't know, March maybe, June. I bought these in a pallet of media, so I paid probably a penny per. We sold this U-Draw Studio plus the tablet for $25, I think. Maybe a bit more, depending on the offer that got sent out. This is a American Express clipboard. I've had this for a decade, probably. I got it when I opened up an American Express business card for a business years ago. And I'm just trying to clear things out of the warehouse, and so I sold this for $10 in about a week. I'll make like $2 on it, you know. More than that, I guess. It'll ship first class, but it's still like kind of a silly thing. This sold for $40. The 4 elements of a perfect shave. It's going to an international buyer. So I hope they don't, hope they don't care about that box damage. I don't even remember if I had that box damage in the picture. We'll find out in a few days if they give me an angry message. Because they're an international buyer and because it's going to a forwarder in Miami, they're not going to really have much recourse in returns. So I'll update you guys if I get bad feedback. I don't think I'm going to. And if I do, I'm pretty sure it's going to get taken off my account. But that's what happens if things get stored for like 4 years. It's been for sale since like 2019. This book came from the Hoarder House. It is The Grove Diaries, The Rise and Fall of an English Family. Edited and annotated with intro by Desmond Hawkins. Now, I don't know who the Grove family is. Do you know? University of Delaware Press. Here's a quick tip. If you're just scanning books, generally university press books have a higher likelihood of being worth more. They're not all worth money, but they have a higher likelihood. It looks like Harriet Grove, Percy Bysshe Shelley. Is that the cousin of the person who wrote Frankenstein? Mary Shelley? I don't know. $30 on this book. It came from the Hoarder House, so I paid a dime for it. Some video games, Flat Out 2, Shell Shock Nam 67, which is a interesting title. Single disc, Marvel Superheroes. So this sold for about $12, $12.95, $17, and then this lot of 2 James Bond Wii games. So these games are not good games. They're very low-rated games. This one especially. Yeah, this one is really, really not good because it's not what people wanted. People bought this and thought it was going to be like the original N64 copy, and it's not. So, unfortunately, the value on these two is like $15 a piece. I think it's $10 on this one and maybe $15 on this one. And I sold them both in a bundle to an international buyer going through eBay global shipping for about $30. Dynasty Warriors 4, really cool franchise of games. I'm not sure how many they're up to now. This one, I don't know if it's a well-loved game or not. They have these enormous, huge battles in these games. If you got some free time, YouTube search Dynasty Warriors video game footage, and it is just chaotic and overwhelming. So I guess if you don't like that stuff, don't watch it. But if you do like it, watch that. It's complete with manual. This series of games has a lot of collectible value, and I sold it for, I think, $15. I'm gonna look it up right now for you and tell you because I don't want to tell you the wrong number. I sold it for $15.50. I sold these for $28.45. If we're being totally, absolutely on the dot. And I promote all these listings, and they're all free shipping. This StarCraft Wings of Liberty game, I never know which of these games are dependent upon the key being used one time or if the key has overall usage. It being in a box helps the value. My guess is that this person knows more than I do about StarCraft, and they just want the box. The manual in this is in really good condition. The box is in, I would say, good condition. Maybe, I wouldn't say very good, but I'd say good. It's got a cool front cover. I never played these games. I never played the StarCraft games, or the Warcraft games, or any of those games. Did you? Did you play those games? Here's an interesting sale. Red Rocks Live carved in stone. This sold in about 3 hours, and it did not have a very good sales history. I sold it for about 20 bucks, which is about $8 more than the previous sale. How did I do that? Well, in the title, I put Slightly Stupid, I put 311, and I put John Mayer. I just put any of the artists I could. It's a compilation CD, because I figure if somebody likes these bands, or they like Red Rock or whatever, I'm just trying to hit as many saved searches or recurring Google searches or YouTube search or eBay searches, as I can. Because my main goal with any listing I make is to boost impressions as much as I can, and that's oftentimes putting in the relevant keywords. So we've also got this last one. It's a Mahomes scorecard. I bought this in a lot of cards. I think I paid 7 cents for it, and it sold for $3.95. I also sold a bunch of Tom Brady cards, but those all had 4-day handling because my sports card shipping policies are all screwed up. I got to go in and fix those later today, and hopefully that'll increase the sales on those. Here's our last one. Secretary Spader, Maggie Gyllenhaal, a brand new Blu-ray. I paid $1.50 for it, and a lot of about 75 Blu-rays. I already have definitely broke even on those. This is one that's kind of a lower value one. I think it sold for $10.95. With free shipping, it's going to go medium mail. It'll cost me about $3.65. So those were mostly today's eBay sales. Thanks for watching. I would love to hear what you have to think about this. And I've got my whole eBay store linked below. I've got about 10,000 items listed in quantity, about 9,000 separate listings. And if you see something you like, buy it, or tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I know I'm doing a lot wrong. That's the thing about this. You can always be improving, but you're never going to be perfect. There's always ways you can get better. And it's important to embrace those ways as opposed to get defensive and push advice away.